Folks, today I would like to talk to you regarding the worst possible ego of a human being is their devotion to their religious God, devotion to their religious scriptures, devotion to their gurus, relation to their political leaders. Their devotion to political leaders, their devotion to spiritual leaders, so-called spiritual leaders. That's the problem. Let us start one by one. At the end, I will tell you how absurd you have in your mind. All these things are worth devotion, love. The only thing that genuinely needs love is the whole creation. Everybody, everything in the whole world, they require your love unconditionally. Only then, not in words. If you just say, I have unconditional love, just is a thought. If you really have unconditional love, your ego will be zeroed out. You will have no devotion to any of your religious gods. You will no longer claim that this is my scriptures, my religion, my religious scriptures. You will not worship idols. You will not worship your guru. You will not go to your guru and get diksha, as they call it in Sanskrit in India. They say Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Maheshwara. By saying such songs, reciting such songs, they made you as slaves of gurus. They are just human beings, but they are divine inside, but they have not realized. They don't know about it. So forget about, let me tell you why they have such a devotion. Unbelievable attachment. There was a discussion in one of the TV shows about a year or year and a half back, between a BJP representative and a Muslim. I don't know who started what. They were fighting that Shiva, the Linga, is not God. Shiva, Linga. And the Indian lady, the BJP lady said, Quran is not religious scriptures. Allah is not real God. That's probably what would have said. That created a problem at the level of the Prime Minister of India. He has to remove that lady from as a representative of BJP. He even called some of the Middle East leaders and apologized for that, I believe. Such a big thing. Because they worshipped the very name, the very symbol, lingam, as their god. Muslims are worshipping that black box in Mecca as their god. So many people go there this time. So many people, because of the weather, heat, so many people died. Even then they will go next time. people who are reciting all the Upanishads, Vedas and so on, they are being called Swami. Swami is so and so Ananda. All that they got is a degree. They go to school, Vedic school, study all the scriptures, Upanishads and other things. They talk about it, and at the end of the end of the course, they are given new name, some Ananda and Swami. Swami Ananda. You know, Swami really means God. These are all gods. These guys are being called Ananda, Swamis, and they go and preach, and all the people get attracted. Oh, he gives us such a beautiful, such a wonderful description of Mandukya Upanishad, Advaita. These are all ego, result of their ego. A devotion to the religious gods, because all those religious gods are imagined. Jesus' body, as he himself said many times, is not divine. It's just a flesh. It was burnt. They just removed it, and they said that he took his body and went to kingdom of God. No. Human body cannot be taken there. Same thing, there is another, they followed the same trick. In one of the Tamil Swami, Valala Ramalinga Swami, they say that he lived about 200 years back, it seems. They say that he just went into a room and then just disappeared, took his body, and he converted his body as a light, and then went to kingdom of God. Giant king. It's all stories. As I've been telling in even the last video, that Jesus Christ is not that body. Second coming of Jesus Christ now is not in the same body. He is the embodiment of golden light. Somebody who was so devoted to this one of these Anandas, after watching my Turiya State video in English. By the way, that Turiya State video is the one which, for Tamil viewers, that's my first experience, very first spiritual experience is that anti-clockwise rotation, tremendous rotation from the deep sleep. I was just meditating at that time, sitting down, not meditating, sitting there. Then I was taken to another level. I call that a Turiya state. At that time, the golden light entered in from outside to inside, cleaned whole of my body, and then it showed up in front of me. The voice said, it was all gold and gold color, nothing else, all gold. That's why it said, that is your body of light, golden light. That is a symbol of unconditional love, life principle. That really was Jesus Christ when he experienced that. He said that, but nobody could understand it. Everybody worshiped that body, and they're still worshipping it. Have faith. Faith is the biggest hurdle to liberation, to really seeing what it is. what divine is. This gentleman who watched my Turiya state video said that you are talking Turiya as a state. It is not a state. Go and watch Mandukya Upanishad. Some Ananda gave a lecture. I looked at Mandukya Upanishad. I never read all those things. Only when I have to answer such questions, I go and look at that. It said, the fourth state, that's the Turiya state, that's the meaning of Turiya, Sanskrit word, it cannot be described in human words. It clearly said there are no words. It can be described only negatively. It is not this, it is not that, it is not this, etc., etc. Yes, but it is not for me. I told that gentleman in the comments, it's not for me. That fourth state is my territory. That's where I created all these three divine jyotis. So you cannot really, he cannot see it because he's so blind. I don't want anybody to see me as God. You are divine. Everything is in the whole creation is divine. You forgot that. Instead, you created an ego, a lot of thoughts in your mind. Shiva is your God, Krishna is your God. They are just imagination of people. All the scriptures, they talk about Shambhala village as a mystic town, which is still existing. That's what they say. Has anybody seen this? Then without having seen it, why are you talking about it? I told very clearly that Shambhala village is where there is eternal peace, eternal joy. That's what I told you in the fourth state. It is in the dark space before creation. That's what it is. That's a Shambhala. That's where I am from. But I'm not a Brahmin. As they say, Kalki is an Andhana, Brahmin. As I talked about in the last video. None of the scriptures they can talk because they were all written by human beings. They can write in Puranas that Vinayaka came and wrote all the scriptures. They're all stories. In Mahabharata, that mother of Pandava prayed to sun god, then got a child, and that was called Arjun. So Arjun was born to that lady and sun god. Can you imagine? This is a mythological story, right? This was created, as I've been saying, to teach some morals. But instead they believed in this. That belief is the ego. That faith you have faith, believe in the God. And that is your ego. That's what made somebody to erect a 55-inch statue for for Hanuman in Canada. In the case of earthquake, in no time it can be broken. So many such churches, temples have been burnt. So all those things, idols, This is my idol. Krishna is my idol. Rama is my idol. Shiva is my idol. They created one Kartikeya statue in Malaysia, and they wanted to create even taller one in Tamil Nadu or somewhere in India. And in Coimbatore, they created one huge Shiva statue. That's where your ego is. Larger the statue, greater is the ego. Because that gentleman wanted his name. He wants to leave a name in the world of Hindus, by erecting that statue. That's his ego. Your guru. You know where all these things come from? The fourth chakra. They say fourth chakra is your love chakra. That devotion chakra. That's where love is. But love towards your own God. Love towards your own imagination, figure that your mind imagines. That's what that one can give. Devotion to a guru is out of that chakra, because you have strong energy operating there. You love your guru. Nobody can give diksha, because you are already divine. Only you can just remove all your ego, all your imagination about yourself. The rest is you are divine, and that's how you will realize the unconditional love. Unconditional love is the divine force. That golden body that I was shown in my first spiritual experience, that's what they call Buddhic body in theosophical terminologies. Golden body. That's what is called Buddha. So, in your terminology, I have realized as a Buddha. Forget it. I didn't realize that as I am Buddha. I am the eternal. I talked about it. Buddha is just one of my bodies. White light is another body. Red light is another body. The one which created all these three bodies is me, bodiless. The one who created all these things as a word is my daughter. That's what that word says. That she is just energy separated from me. I don't want to. Even from the first day I've been telling, I am not your guru. Never worship me. You are divine. I'm here to tell you how you are divine. I'm here to tell you how the whole creation took place, how this world was created. Even now, when this child is born, before its mind starts forming, that child is divine, the light body, it exists in the light body. Though people see as a human child, human body, the light behind it is the golden, it is the red light which is behind that body. But the life that it has, the love that it shows is because of that golden light. The identity it has at that time is me, is that the ray of the I principle in the ray of white light. That ray has come from the divine world. Divine world is not somewhere up. Even the gurus, they look up and say, God, help me. It's not somewhere up. It is a finer frequency in the scientific term. That it's in a vibration which is far more subtle than any of the vibrations that science has found out. Science can never found out that vibration, because it's not physical. It's beyond that. Some people you cannot imagine in India, in Tamil Nadu, especially in Tamil Nadu. There is a superstar. They consider him as a religious being, as a spiritual leader. Whenever he releases a movie, he goes to Himalayas, to that place which is believed to be the place where Babaji was there. Is one of his gurus. He gets his blessings. He created a movie called Baba in Tamil. That was a flop for all the movies. You have to forget about all these idols. Christians say we don't have an idol, but the very figure that they are worshipping is the idol. The imagination that they have as the Son of God, the body, is the idol that they are worshipping. Jews are worshipping their own their own Jewish idol. That star symbol is their idol. They have a temple. They are going to build a temple, third temple it seems. United States, some of the people, one party wants to call United States as the Christian nation. The day that they call it, that will be the beginning of the end of United States. It will be destroyed. By whom? By Americans. With so many equipment, so many military equipment, powerful military equipment and bases everywhere else, nobody else can kill them, destroy them. They themselves will destroy. Fortunately, there are a lot of good people. Lots of them will be destroyed. Wait for the beginning of the end. In 2019, I started publishing videos in 2018. 2019, I said, the eternal unknown, the one beyond everything, beyond all religions, came and taught you what is creation, who are you, what is the ignorance you have, and you cannot recognize that. You are blinded by ego, by your devotion to your created, imagined gods, by your devotion to the scriptures imagined by human beings. Bible is not fully written, told in word by word by Jesus Christ. There are some words. They're all written by his disciples. Some of the Revelation chapter, the guy who wrote that mainly, he was not even a disciple. And that first testament was written after so many years of Jesus' death, several decades later. That is not the word of God. That's word of the human beings. And they interpret this. Unconditional love is the only statement And that even people don't know what it is. They changed, the Christians changed that as a unconditional love means love the God, Jesus Christ. That is unconditional love. It's all junk. They are mixing politics with religion. America is playing tricks because they want to destroy China forever. They joined hands with the Indian Prime Minister, Indian Modi or Modi ji, and said that Dalai Lama is the leader of Buddhist religion. How can a man who has never realized what Buddha is be the leader of Buddhist religion? In Islam, they did a great job. They said that whatever Prophet Muhammad read, the Quran is the final one. He is the final prophet. Nobody else is coming and changing it. Whatever he is, he gave us a law of Islam is to be followed, ditto, word by word. Unconditional love, not that word, but real unconditional love energy is the God's message to everybody, every human being. So destroy your devotion to your religious God. Destroy your religion to your scriptures, religious scriptures. Destroy your religion, your devotion to your guru. Destroy your attachment to your political leaders and spiritual leaders. They can give you some power. Your guru, spiritual guru, can give you some power. That all corresponds to the 7 chakras in your body. That's all they can do. But as I said, the divine energy is beyond that. The divine force is beyond that. These 7 energies in the 7 chakra were created to form this, to support this body. The child that you have is not your child, it is divine. You are just taking care of that divine incarnation by thinking that it is your child. You think that, oh my, without me, when the final destruction, end time comes, when the destruction that I've been talking about, catastrophic destruction comes, what will happen if I am not alive and my child is alive? And what will happen if my child dies and I am alive? There will be tremendous suffering for me. Forget it, it's because of your ego. Your ego is the thought that that thinks that one is your child. Love unconditionally everybody beyond religion. I am not a liberal by saying this. Liberal is just a political terminology. Liberal is against conservatives in America. I am not a liberal, I am not a conservative. I am divine. The energy of unconditional love is my message to the world. The biggest hurdle to realize that is your ego, your greatest ego to your scriptures, your gods, your idols, your gurus, your leaders, all those people. Everything in your thought, in your mind, is your ego. You are not, none of the thought that you have is really yours. You are beyond all your thoughts. If you have raped, forgive yourself. You can forgive yourself because that thought, that act that you did your body is not you. It's your mind. The you in the mind did all those things. So forgive all the mistakes you have done. You have done. Unconditionally love yourself. Conditionally love everybody. That is the way to peace. That is the way to joy. That is the way that finally, after the destruction, the world will turn towards. Talk to you in the next video. Drop all the ego that I've been talking about, however hard it is. Till then, you can never ever be peaceful and joyful. Talk to you soon, folks.